And meanwhile, you can hear the beeps. We are loading on in. My hands are up. I'm not clicking anything.
I got so paranoid for a second.
It's so good.
The loading tool is back.
Yes, we are loading on in. We have made it into game 1.
And of course, once again, we are going to be kicking things off on Inside and Out. No LE, no ESL. It's odd. In the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way to top right-hand corner, we of course have our Pink Protoss player coming out from the land of Poland. A pink Polish Protoss player representing Team Blazer. He is Krystianer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out, we have our South Korean Terran player. He's doing it again. Representing Team NV, it is Spear.
And I have to wonder about this. Now, Spear, obviously, this is something that he likes doing. He likes doing this in the hopes that his Protoss opponent will overreact and think it's a proxy. But Krystianer has had time to watch how Spear plays this matchup.
Yeah, I have to
Maybe he's a bit more aware.
I have to wonder if Krystianer was watching Rebellion versus Spear as Krystianer sneaks into the main base, confirms, hold up, your building is missing. We have a 2-gas opener. He doesn't check the main, but he doesn't have to be in the main. You can check. Oh, as he throws down the pylon as well. You know, your pseudo proxy could be here at the natural, could be at the 3rd base location. Beyond loves doing that sort of thing, but so far it looks like Krystianer hasn't taken the bait.
Yeah, he has an inkling of what is up. I'm loving the pylon block over here in the wall. It means that you know, Krystianer can reciprocate. He can be very annoying with the Zealot.
Oh yeah, very annoying as the first Zealot is coming across the map. Krystianer just foiling the plans here of Spear. Gonna be sending his first Reaper across the map. We'll see if he does end up intercepting the Zealot, as yeah, the Zealot is still making its way out downtown.
Indeed it is. Walking fast. It's walking. There's no charge.
Base is fast.
Yeah.
They're homebound. Beautiful. Oh my god, we're not on 2,000 atmospheres anymore, Yaku. We're not on 2,000 atmospheres.
You can take the atmosphere out of the 2000s, but you can't take the 2000s out of the atmosphere.
True.
I think that might be the other way around.
Oh my god, as Krystianer did open up with a Twilight Council, but he has not gone for a Nexus here at his natural expansion. Instead, he throws down a proxy. And mate, he is looking to ramp up that aggression. Spear is a little bit in the dark. He did confirm, hold on, you don't have a natural base. What is going on? And he's trying to find out with that Reaper.
Yeah, first he needs to deal with this Zealot, but it's a little bit trickier to do now that there's an Adept out.
Exactly, the Adept is here. Looks like we are going to be forcing a delay at this CC. Doesn't really matter too much though, because again, Spear has to be focusing a lot more on his army. The pylon is still here. The wall is not a wall because of said pylon.
Things are just so far in Krystianer's favor right now, but the tide is starting to turn a little bit. You know, Spear is able to defend this. He's got the tank out, but everything hinges on that one proxy.
Oh, it really does. As we have one gateway across the map, we have 2 gateways at home, 3 gates in total. With the help of this tank, it looks like Spear is going to maintain control of his natural base. But bearing in mind that there's no bunker, we only have 3 Marines, we have a couple more on the way soon, TM. But this tank is looking a little bit exposed, not gonna lie.
It's looking very exposed, especially without a bunker. And, you know, even if there was a bunker, yeah, okay, you know, yeah, the bunker would solve every problem because there's not that many Marines out here to act as a buffer.
Yeah, the vanilla Marines as well. Blink is about to finish, by the way. Krystianer is going to be warping in as many Stalkers as he can. We already have 8 on the field, now 9, soon to be 10. And the bunker may just be a little bit too late.
May? I think it's definitely too late. I love the use of that probe as well. Just, whatchamacallit, tanking the initial shot from the tank, drawing the fire away from the massive clump of Stalkers. Blink that finish up, and I don't see a way for Spear to hold on to this without significant damage done.
Yeah, exactly. We have an auto turret being thrown down, but we just see a blink away from the turret. It's being zoned out. No mining here in the main base whatsoever. Nothing happening at the natural either. Zero income for Spear. And Krystianer, he's just warping in more stalkers.
Yeah, he hasn't lost that many stalkers to begin with, and he even takes out the tank again. The Ravens are getting exposed.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, Spear, the only thing keeping him in this game is Copium as GG gets called. And Krystianer, just like that, takes the first game.
He lost one stalker in that entire engagement. I will confirm that very brilliantly. I love how Krystianer has played things out so far this evening, where it always seems like his opponents want to, you know, kind of get a leg up on him. They want to bamboozle him a little bit. Krystianer says, okay, you can go for that bamboozling, but I'm going to bamboozle your bamboozle. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that, you know, you are trying to play mind games.
Yeah, I just really like that Krystianer, when he saw that the Rax was missing, he was completely unfazed. He was like, it's like, mate, I know, mate, you didn't have the balls to proxy me, mate. Let's go. You know who I am. Let's go. Throws down a pylon, throws down his own proxy. You know, never even thought about going for that Nexus. Very decisive play from Krystianer, and Spear was punished for trying to be cheeky.
Yeah, punished very hard, and we'll see if he has learned his lesson, as we are starting to go into Tropikalnie Pozwyścienie for our next match.
I apologize to any Polish people in the chat. I apologize for any Polish people in the chat.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, Yaku did kind of study Polish via Duolingo for a couple of months.
Yeah, and I gave up when it got hard.
Did happen, though. Did happen. An effort was made.
Ciasteczka! As we load into game number 2 of our best of 5 grand finales here on Tropical Sacrifice, where we're here in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way. In the top right-hand corner, we of course have our pink Protoss player coming out from the land of Poland. Big Polish Protoss player. He's of course going to be representing Team Blazer already. As up one map in this grand finals, he is Krystianer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have the South Korean Terran player himself representing Team Envy. It is Spear. He's crazy. He's doing it again.
Still trying to trick Krystianer.
Well, I mean, it's like, man, he wouldn't expect me to do it 2 games in a row. This time it has to be a proxy, right?
Well, the probe's coming down. We'll see if it has any opinions on the matter.
That's the thing, right? Like, something important to take note of is that I can't imagine they hit each other on the ladder too often, so Krystianer, any kind of information he has on the player of Spear would have to be off of personal experiences in OSC tournaments. I don't know how often they play against each other, and oh my god, he just checks the main.
Yeah.
He saw it.
Goes for full scout. He is wise to the ways of the Spear.
Exactly.
Come on, yes! You know you want to. You know you want to. Krystianer, he doesn't have the minerals for it.
He doesn't, as he goes for an expansion back at home. So Krystianer being much more standard here in his response. Again, just making sure that there was no proxy. With this, he confirms, okay, you have a factory follow-up. So he knows that, again, the CC is still being delayed. And he also knows that it is not going to be, you know, a straight-up 3 racks or anything like that.
Every time I see that probe turn around, like, I have to check the mineral count, but yeah, Krystianer, he's playing it straight this time. He knows he can't rely on, you know, he can't rely on the same tactic on a map that is this much larger and has a lot more opportunities for his proxy to get scouted.
Definitely. So yeah, he's not going to be taking any kind of risks there. We do see that the Reaper goes across the map. He confirms, okay, we have a natural expansion. We have an Adept coming out as well. So Reaper's not going to be finding too much. But, ooh, Krystianer, he's got a little bit of a different response this time. Oh my god, both players do.
So I was going to say that, you know, Stargate and whatnot, you know, Phoenix is still good. That's a Darby being thrown down by Spear.
Thor?
That's...
No, okay.
A drilling claws?
I am confused.
It's gotta be, right?
I am confused as to why there's a tech lab on this factory. That's why I screamed out Thor. I was like, mate, is Quanta back? What happened? But no, we have a Widow Mine on the way here. We have an armory, so detection is going to be required to deal with this.
Which Phoenixes don't have, but, you know, it's not going to take much for Krystianer to research or to produce a couple of oracles. Drilling Claws, yeah. And you know what? It's faster than the Phoenix Lift.
There you go. There you go. With Drilling Claws,
I think
Spear is going to be looking to deal some damage. I'm a little bit afraid for his life though, because if Krystianer, okay, he's stockpiling these Phoenixes back home. He is going to have access to detection if he gets an Oracle out, but we'll see if he can get an inkling of what's happening. He sees nothing but Marines here, but he knows that it's not a 3-rax. He's well aware of the factory follow-up.
Yeah, he also knows that, or at least he should know that this is a 1 base coming out from Spear, at least for the time being.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, here we go. The Phoenix is looking to try and dive into the main base. He is going to see the tech lab researching if he goes towards the production puppy.
Will confirm this. Now, do you think Krystianer knows that it's Drilling Claws, or do you think he might suspect, I don't know, something a little different?
Well, okay, so
it's gotta be Drilling Claws.
Yeah,
right?
the other thing it could be is like Magfield accelerators with cyclones, but he saw the Widowmine coming out, so he should be able to piece it together that there is no cyclones, that it isn't Magfield. The only other thing is Drilling Claws.
He's gonna need to be a lot more proactive when it comes to dealing with these Widowmine drops, and already he had the Oracle ready. Throws down the tag, and these Widowmines are not going to get any damage done.
Oh my god, but
neither are the Marines.
Neither of the Marines. We had a shield battery here as well. The Widowmines get all cleaned up. Spear trying to be cheeky, but again, Krystianer read him like a book. He shuts everything down. The Widowmines deal 0 damage. They only got 2 probes.
And now all of the forces are starting to fall, yeah. Maybe if Spear can get a couple of Phoenixes, it'll be worth it. But they never suspect the follow-up mine drop. Really good split by Krystianer regardless, though.
Exactly. The Revelation also tags both Widowmines at the same time. Marines are trying to find a little bit more damage, but the Gateway Army is going to be good enough. Widowmines get cleaned up, and this opener didn't pay for itself, mate.
Thor!
It is a Thor!
It is a Thor!
He's listening to the stream!
What is going on?
Oh my god.
I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
I mean, what else are you gonna do, you know?
Yeah, Thor Banshee, you know?
Oh my god. So Thor's gonna be coming out, and that's gonna help. That, you know what? Thors can't be picked up. They can't be picked up.
They can't.
Yeah.
You know, based on the rallies, though, I feel like Spear might be thinking of going for a Thor drop, and I'm not sure if that's really what you want to do with all these Phoenixes.
I mean, mate, you want to go for a Thor drop straight out the gate, okay? You don't want none of this Drilling Claws nonsense. So here we go. Medevac is now out, and Spear is going to be pushing out across the map. He has to do something with what he has because of how far behind he is. He is going to push on forward, but ooh, the tank gets picked up immediately. Here comes the Thor.
Dude, and he can juggle that Thor. No, wait, no, he can't juggle against Phoenixes.
Regardless, the tank survives. The Thor does a surprising amount of damage to the Stalkers that were on the ground, and Spear is pushing on out.
Yeah, no bonus against armored. Spear just does not stop pushing, ever, and I can't blame him this time.
Yeah.
He himself decided to go for a bit of a pseudo 1 base. Well, I mean, he has the natural, but I don't think he can ever get a third. He can never get a third.
Well, that's the problem, right? Like, Stim is still barely just starting, right? Like, he just doesn't. Everything's been delayed. His economy's been delayed. His tech has been delayed. He only has a single tank to work with, so he needs to find some damage. He did push out a little bit, threatening Krystianer, forcing a reaction, forced a couple of shield batteries.
Medevac will drop the Thor. Medevac will go down at the end, but it could have been a lot worse, to say the least.
Hey, Thor's tickle Phoenixes. The hell?
Yeah. I mean, he is using the high-impact payload rather than the Javelin missiles.
True.
He's not really getting the AoE.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple more shots go off. Blink Stalkers are looking to rock on up. Blink finishes up in 2 seconds. Looks like with the high ground advantage, Spear is going to be able to hold on to his third base. He's trying to get it here on location, throwing down a misstart as well to keep that tank alive. And he really wants to make these jobs work.
He really does. I guess this is kind of why, you know, Spear is competing here, and I'm just sitting here casting, but every fiber of my being right now, lad, is saying, pull the boys.
God damn it, Yaku. Stop trying to make these Terrans pull the boys. Okay, they're trying to macro. Yaku, they're trying to macro.
You want to. You want to. These SCVs, you know, they didn't want to be SCVs. They wanted to be Marines.
Oh,
they can't become Marines, but, you know, you can give them the Marine experience.
Stop trying to tell
you
these...
can inject them.
Stop trying to tell these SCVs what they want to be, mate, okay? Yeah, here we go. Spear is pushing out across up. He has a couple of Widow Mines in the mix as well. Bearing in mind they still have drilling floors. They still require detection to be dealt with. Meanwhile, the Phoenixes are looking for some damage. Going to get a couple of units here and there. Or at least try to anyway, as nothing comes out of the production. And Spear just goes for dropping the main.
Yeah, a little bit of distraction going on there. I like using that probe to kind of bait out the Widowmine shot. Recall on most of these Phoenixes will be enough to keep the bio at bay. Yeah. So +1 ground will finish up here for Krystianer.
Yeah, we'll finish in a couple of seconds. The Forge will be kept alive at the same time. Looks like another Widowmine shot was baited. Medevac barely surviving, and oh my god, Forge gets taken out. Not before the upgrade finishes.
Yeah, it feels a little too late. A little too little, It feels like it's too little too late here from the side of Spear. He still has a very healthy army.
True. Yeah, you know what? Stim is done. +1 is done. Combat shields as well. We do have the overcharge. With the help of that overcharge, well, friendly fire!
Yeah, I was going to say, really good job of taking out those Phoenixes, but the friendly fire did damage the bio.
Yeah.
Spear technically has the supply advantage, but Krystianer, he has the defender's advantage. He's going to full on concave. The Thor finally will go down.
Yeah, Thor gets taken down again. Great use of all those Phoenixes. The Widow Mines are still here, and they're going to be able to get a couple more shots off. But Krystianer is pushing out across the map, and there's not much to stop him. I mean, he still needs, like, detection to deal with the Widow Mines, but, like, they're not going to stop this.
Drilling claws. The boys have been pulled out of desperation. No, you know, if they were pulled in the push.
Out of desperation, we have a drop into the main base, but again, we do have an army to help deal with that. 16 probes go down because the Widow Mines have gone on a bit of a mission into the Mineral Lines.
And you know what? I'm looking at the army supply difference, like, it's not drastically different here.
True. I mean, Spear, is he doing it? Can he hold on a little bit longer here? Because again, there's still no answer to these. Widow Mines are going to be able to reset.
It's about to finish up +2. Widow Mines do get reset. There's, again, no detection and also no way of taking out the Widow Mines.
Exactly, Krystianer. He's dropping more and more of these workers, but the army is still looking quite terrifying. He's working on cannons at home. He's working on an observer as well to finally be able to clean up these mines.
Yeah, with the inclusion of the Archons here, for Krystianer's army, it's looking pretty hopeless for Spear to be able to hold on. Maybe if he pulls the boys. No, in the end, he is forced to tap out. GG, Krystianer finds himself a match point immediately.
GG, well played. That he does. He's going to be up 2-0 in this series. Can Spear pull it off again? A very, very cheeky opener from Spear, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, he got scouted, and like Krystianer, he knew exactly what it was, man.
He really did. Maybe if he pulled the boys when he pushed out, would have been a different story, but 'twas not to be in the end.
Shaking my head, shaking my head. Yeah, it was just really cool to see Krystianer scout and immediately respond with his Phoenixes, with his Oracles, to be able to just shut all of that down. As well as he did. The Revelations were on point as well, always just covering every single Widowmine that was borrowed. So yeah, Spear, like, he's a man of many builds, but his builds are running out, and they're not working, mate.
It's like Spear, he's a man of many builds. Krystianer, he's a man of many seeing.
Yes, he is an Oracle, mate. He sees all. Oh boy, and for the second time this evening, mate, Moondance.
Moondance, yeah. Still haven't seen Waterfall yet, but
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, haven't seen
yeah, I
it
don't
yet.
think we will. Even if this goes to the ace match.
Yeah, each player got to veto something. But here we are in game 3.
As we continue our best of 5 grand finals on Moondance. No LE, no ESL. In the top left-hand corner map, swinging all the way in the top left-hand corner, we have our pink Polish Protoss player coming all the way from the land of Poland. He is, of course, going to be representing Team Blazer, and he is 1 map away from winning his first ever Sparkling Tuna Cup. He is Krystianer.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Moondance, we have the South Korean Terran player himself representing Team Envy. It is Spear. For the first time this series, throwing down his racks where it should be.
That's how you know he's desperate. He's shook up.
He's clawing at straws, mate. He's done. It's over.
He doesn't know. He's looking to find a 1 build that'll work.
You can't find it, mate. You can't find it. He has to play standard instead. And in a standard game, I do feel like Krystianer's maybe the favorite.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with you there. So far, throughout the entire evening, we've seen nothing but Krystianer, or at least from the side of Krystianer, we've been seeing him doing nothing but defending against the shenanigans of his opponents and adapting as well. So he's demonstrated himself to be a very adaptable player, but when he's actually in the driver's seat, can he pull it off?
Yeah.
When he's the one controlling the pace of the game.
That's kind of the big question here. Can he? I mean, we'll see. Already when it comes to the openers, you do see a bit of a 1-1 opener here. Factory follow-ups and 03 racks coming out from Spear. Once again, Spear actually this time did not go for an SCV scout. Going to be relying on this Reaper across the map. And Krystianer, just like last game, no Twilight Council, instead Stargate.
Yeah. Phoenixes coming out once again, potentially Oracles, if he is paranoid about the Widowmine drops, but he should be. Or no, maybe he should be. He probably isn't right now, but
oh my God,
that is another armory and tech lab. Thor?
He's
Widowmine again.
He's doing it again, Papi. He's doing it again.
You love to see it, or at least I do.
If at first,
and I think Krystianer probably will like to see it as well.
He would like to see it. So a couple of things are going on here. One, it's unlikely that Krystianer would open up with a Stargate on Moondance because of the short rush distance. I feel like Stargate openers are a lot more comfortable and safe on larger maps because you can get away with not having a ground presence. So this, I feel like, is a risky move from Krystianer, but it's a move that's going to be paying off here, especially once he scouts, because Spear is going for the same thing again. We do see the Adept going to be scouting the top of the ramp. He should see the Widowmine here. He should take note of the different tile set there.
Construct additional pylons.
I think he has. Yep, Oracle on the way.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's going to need those reveals and revelations.
The Reaper does confirm this, by the way. He canceled.
Yo!
Hold on, I just need confirmation here. Yes. As soon as Spear saw the Oracle coming out, he canceled Drilling Claws. He went straight for the Thor. He's crazy.
And now it's done. He's gonna lift. He's gonna send it across the map. He's gonna boost that medevac. And there's not gonna be any anti-air. There's not gonna be any answer to this. There's gonna be Phoenixes, but Phoenixes can't lift Thors.
Phoenixes can't lift Thors, Puppy. Looking at the unit tab, we have 3 Adepts. 3 Adepts to fight, and 1 Oracle to fight against a Thor mate. I don't. Boys can be pulled, sure, but the Thor is here.
The Thor is here, and it's looking to punish just about everything right now. Phoenix is trying to get in position, try to take out that medevac, so Spear's not able to juggle effectively. Widowmine will get lifted and taken out, so that's definitely something. The boys have been pulled.
The boys are being
You'll love
pulled.
to
We have
see it.
boy-on-boy action right now. Probes and SCVs are coming into the mix. We have a couple of Stalkers being morphed in as well. Overcharge, keeping whatever it can alive. The Thor still stands strong, but for how much longer the Oracle goes down, and so will the medevac, just up barely.
Ooh. Yeah, Krystianer has lost workers, but he doesn't mind losing workers. He knows that Spear is insanely all in right now. He just needs to be able to hold on against this.
Oh my god, exactly. The Marines are being focused down one after the other. We have a second Thor waddling across that. More boys are being pulled to keep the Thor alive.
And, you know, one Thor, that's a struggle to deal with, but two Thors, Krystianer has to be very careful with how he engages. Three Thors!
3 Thors, Poppy, 3 Thors, all the boys, a handful of Marines, and a dream is what Spear is working with. The Stalker count is getting scarily high right now, though, but again, the focus fire has to be on point. You have to deal with all these SCVs. We have a second overcharge.
And that is actually doing a really good job of keeping these Stalkers alive. I like what Krystianer is trying to do with his Phoenixes, trying to draw tip fire away from the Stalkers.
Wow.
But Spear is not taking the bait. One Thor finally goes down, and there's still plenty of probes available for Krystianer. Battery overcharge has run out, so is shield battery energy, but there are no SCVs to repair anymore. The Thors go down, and I think Krystianer has just about done it.
Wow, I mean, we
There's
have
one more Thor.
we have a third Thor, but we don't have any SCVs left. We don't have any more repairs. Spear is down to 11 workers right now.
What? We have a medevac.
We do have a medevac. He's going to try and bypass those shield batteries, that overcharge, and go straight into the main base. But the Stalker count is looking pretty high. We even have a Void Ray as well.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the final nail in the coffin here for Spear. Krystianer, he really thought he was going to get one standard game tonight. But Spear had other plans.
He had
Really
other
good
plans.
kiting.
The medevac
good
is
kiting.
being zoned out right now. The Thor goes down as well. That means there are only a handful of Marines remaining. Again, they are vanilla Marines. No stim, no combat shields. GG gets called. And Krystianer is our Sparkling Tuna Cup 21 champion.
Very nicely done here by Krystianer. He faced the absolute gauntlet of nonsense tonight. He just wanted one standard game, but his opponents didn't give him one. Good game, very well played by Krystianer. Really showing off how adaptable he can be. And with that, he is our champion.
He is our champion. Congratulations. What a wild turn of events from Spear. I loved the way that he was able to adapt on the fly. I loved how he was, again, he was scouted, and because he knew he got scouted, he's like, okay, I gotta quickly switch gears. I'm gonna cancel my Widow Mines. I'm gonna start a Thor. I'm gonna cancel Drilling Claws. I'm gonna go for something else entirely. And it almost worked. We saw how those Thors just wouldn't die. We saw how powerful the repair was. But Krystianer, maybe it's not his first time playing against that. You know, he plays on the same ladder as Euthermal, you know?
Yep. Same ladder as Euthermal, as Spirit, as... yeah. A lot of Terran players who are kind of known for having a fairly unique builds, to say the least.
Very
But,
unique.
I gotta say, none of those builds may have worked. But I loved what I witnessed here from Spear. Yeah, it's him, Hanmono, and Quanta. I want them to merge like Megatron. Megatron, Voltron.
I want him
Throw Ziggy in, now that Ziggy's in Korea too.
I
I want
want
him to merge like Voltron.
I want him to merge like Optimus Prime, man. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. I agree. Like, they are some of my favorite Terran players to watch. You know, they have their own style of play, and I mean, they're amazing players in their own right. Obviously, you know, we saw Spear struggle here in the grand finals, but he went down in style. I think everyone can agree with that.
Oh yeah.
How often do you see, you know, Widow, like Drilling Claw with Widow Mines? How often do you see one base Thor? Never, mate. Almost never.
Never. I pray that he never. I pray that Spear never encounters Thor Banshee. as a build order.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think he'll be unstoppable with that.
Unstoppable, mate. Unstoppable. That was just insane. You love to see it. GG, well played. Congratulations to both of our players here for making it all the way to the finals. We do give payouts to top 2, so they both walk away with some money. And yeah, what a tournament, man. What a tournament.
What? Yeah, it was probably our most wild. First off, it was at the beginning the most stacked tournament, probably. I mean, it was the tournament that had the most amount of signups when it comes to Sparkling Tuna Cup that we've had yet. Then on top of that, you know, we've had some very wild games, the players themselves. Then our reigning champion and favorite to win it all got taken out by the ancient player known as Dimaga. Then Dimaga himself got taken out. So everything was up in the air.
Yeah. I love how you're the ancient one. the eternal beast known as Dimaga came out, mate. Came out from the depths and took down the champion, took down Chance out of nowhere, never to be seen again. And from the ashes, the Krystianer and the spear arose out of all players. It was crazy.
He used the spear to slay the ancient one.
Oh my god, I agree. We had a lot of great games, a lot of great players, very unorthodox players. And we all started with 3 points. Micah, Spear, Dimaga. Yeah.
I thought I was sober today, but I might not be.
How
insane this tournament has been.
Yeah, it's been crazy, mate. It's been crazy. And with that, GG, well played. I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves as much as we did. As we crowned a new champion.
I'm loving this from Alive in the Wired.
Yeah.
It's more like the Sparkling Ape Club.
True. If only, maybe we could make it like a sea monkey tournament. Yeah.
Get Jim Rising to play.
Get old mate Jim to come out, mate. Oh my god, it was beautiful. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. And for those who don't know, this is a weekly tournament. Every single week we are back here with Sparkling Tuna Cup, with a wide array of players with a wide array of builds. So if you enjoyed yourself, come back next week, because we're gonna have more of it.
Indeed. We can't promise that they'll all be as wild as this, but it's a good time regardless.
Yeah. Like we have our player pool really lend towards all like this nonsense, you know, like me, Micah, 3-point, Lunacy, like even Rebellion as well. Like they're all wild, mate. Go Joey, Demi, even
Demi,
Quanta. They're all very stylistic players, and because of that, we get a lot of fun games like this. Krystianer was more of the standard one of the bunch, which is probably why he won. But
even then,
then, like he had a bit of flair to him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that just about wraps this up for tonight. Once again, we will remind everybody, !Maturino in the chat if you would like to contribute to this week's prize pool. Will mean that the finalists get a little bit extra, and once again, if we cross that 70 USD threshold, we will be extending the prize pool to our semifinalists. Dimaga and Rebellion would get paid out in that scenario.
Yes, they will. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you want to tune into more of Yaku of the Zaku, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. I just finished the first draft of my final assignment for the term. So, yeah, I'm pretty much on break until the 6th of September. I will be streaming at some point throughout the month. Maybe I'll do a short one tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to stream so soon, but maybe a short one. Maybe short streams at the start to dip my toes in, and we'll see where it goes from there. I don't have a set schedule for anything, so just follow me there and follow me on twitter.com at !Yakuzaku! !Discord in the chat. I'll bring you to the Cranky Ducklings Discord server, and that is also home to the bot that announces when people like me go live. So, stay tuned for that, because I am not regular.
He's not. He's
with the schedules. Yeah.
Yaku is very regular. Yes.
Spontaneous.
So yeah. If you want to,
Surprising.
There you go. There you go. Full of pizzazz, mate.
Where can we find you, Light?
Because Yaku has been focusing on his studies recently, so he hasn't been streaming. He hasn't streamed in a long time. But one day he will. He plans.
I was gonna stream back in April. But then we had qualifiers to cast. So.
We did. We had the Valencia, papi, Valencia.
Valencia.
Oh, God. So, yeah, if you want to tune into more of Yaku, stay tuned. Keep an eye on our Discord for when he goes live. If you want to tune into more of myself, I've been streaming every single day so far throughout the past couple of weeks. I've had a couple of days off here and there, usually when we're casting. Trying to hit that ladder, but I've been hitting a bit of a brick wall recently. I peaked at...
Brick wall called Terran.
Yeah, I peaked at 4.48k.
Ooh.
I was like one game away from 4.5. It was so close, and I've just been on a downhill decline ever since. I jumped. I'm now down to like 4.1. Man, I've lost a lot of MMR.
And even when you're winning, you know.
Even when I'm winning, I'm smurging, mate.
Yeah.
So I need to reinvent my ZVT a little bit. My ZVT win rate has hit an all-time low of 33%. It's not good. It's not good, Poppy. It's not good. I have to do something about it. So
what you're saying is, I have a shot.
No, I wouldn't go that far, mate. Oh, God. But yeah. So if you're interested in my road to recovery of reinventing my ZVT, follow me at light_VIP on Twitch. But if you're not interested in any of that, and if you only are interested in our tournaments and in broadcasting and in pro play, then follow us here on the Cranky Ducklings. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yaku was talking about our Discord server earlier. We have a YouTube channel, we have a Patreon. We're all over the place. If you want to support us, if you want to follow us, if you want to be notified when we go live, check out the Cranky Ducklings. We are ducks. We quack as often as we can. And our next tournament is going to be in a couple of days. It's going to be Master Swan Open on Friday evening. I'm not going to be casting Yaku. Maybe we'll see. It is
if I can play 45 games in 48 hours, then I might be competing.
There you go.
We'll see.
Master Swan Open usually is covered by Steel Mold. It is our bi-weekly tournament for Masters players up to 4.9k MMR. So yeah, plenty of players, plenty of pretty strong players are available there, and they're like up-and-comers, players trying to break into GM, break into that pro scene or semi-pro scene. So if you're interested in some amateur play, check that out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We're going to give someone a bit of a raid. It's going to be Grizzly. Grizzly hasn't been streaming in a long time. We have a long history with Grizzly.
No, she's been streaming somewhat. Semi-regularly, just never when I'm awake, so Funara Grizzly.
Funara Grizzly. Yeah, for those wondering, Grizzly, she used to play in Sea Duckling Open years ago. Years ago, she used to play in our Diamond tournaments. Then she got busy with real-life stuff, real-life work. She used to cast Sentimental Latino in Spanish as well. Not anymore.
Oh, she used to cast with Mabel's.
Yes, they used to cast together.
They have a lot of discussions about broccoli and the health benefits.
I love how you still know the meme, mate. That's over a year old, mate. My God, but that's how much history we have here with certain tournaments and certain people in StarCraft. I miss the broccoli. But yeah, stick around, give Grizzly some love. She's from the land of Mexico and she's a Terran player, so give her some support. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Yaku, do you have anything else you want to
add? Two things. One, control your daughter, Light. In the chat.
Which one? Oh my God.
Baby Lings.
Baby Lings. What did she say? Yeah, I saw what she said earlier.
Yep. Second off, I have a replay that I don't want to cast because it's my own. But should I redeem it? Should I redeem it tonight?
Do you want Steel Mold to cast it?
He could. If he casts it, Kuro would have to watch it. Okay, I'll redeem it.
Kuro will have to cast it. We'll make her cast it.
Yeah, we'll make her cast it.
Go for it.
It's something that I don't do often, but that's why I think they'll both get a kick out of it.
There you go. Look forward to that. Yaku's replay is going to be casted Friday night after Master Swan Open. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you guys in a couple of days.
Bye! Bella.